Okay, let's sit down. And let's get our water bottles. We start with this.
Am I using anything?
Yeah, sure.
It's not much.
All right. I put sea salt and lime lemon juice here. That's why it's all right. So now we just. But you know what? It's actually a good idea to just hold the water and feel connected to it. Feel that this will soon become part of you, and thank it for hydrating you, for giving you energy, for keeping you alive, for restoring your body back into homeostasis. Let's just give it loving kindness because scientifically they have already proven that water has memory and water can actually react like a living thing within our system. And since we are 70% water, what we do to this water right now will essentially be the same thing we will be ingesting. We give this kindness, we give this love, and that is exactly what we will be getting out of it. So yeah, just maybe 2, 3 seconds of gratitude, of thanking, of putting our intentions, and let us begin. So take the time to swirl the water inside so we don't do what I did the last time when it's just too fast. Yeah, let's take our time. There are many stories about monks, Thai monks, who are able to convert salt water into drinking water. And there is also accounts of a ship captain when the ship capsized and they were on their lifeboats for 30 days. They did not have enough water to survive. But then they survived because they took water from the sea and the captain just prayed. Everybody on the boat just prayed on the water. And it became drinkable. And that kept them alive. And scientifically, the explanation for that is that if you put enough intention on the water, the molecular structure will rearrange itself to make it fresh again. That's why when we structure the water, when we make it alkaline, we are essentially simulating what water is when it's still very healthy, when it comes out of the ground very fresh. And if you can do this ritual every morning when you wake up, every single day, oh, you will feel the big difference. And when you drink water, better that you are seated, you're not standing up, because water will just pass down through your system very fast. We want the water to be absorbed, to cleanse the body, and to flush out all the toxins. Is that 1 liter? Looks like bigger.
150.
1.5?
Yeah, 1.5. So I assume maybe.
Yeah, just 1 liter would be enough. Is that 1 liter already? What you consume? What you finished is 1 liter? Maybe a little more. A little more. Yeah, that looks good. All right. So now let's stand up and just let's get our feet as wide as our mats, and then just let's pretend like we're doing a hula hoop just to get this thing massaged, the water massaged into our system. The other direction. Let's go into standing. Feet slightly touching together. Emptying the lungs. Standing, mountain pose. And then inhale, sweeping the arms up. Full inhalation. When the palms touch, hold the breath and reach up and feel that stretching on the side. And then continue breathing while feeling that stretching on the side. Long, deep, steady, slow breathing. Feeling the stretching on the sides of the rib cage. And slowly release. So this time the left grabs the right wrist. Now inhale, lifting up. And on the exhale, drop towards the left. And feel that you're actually making a stretch here. You feel the stretch here. So you want to move your hips more towards the right. And you pull on your right hand and continue breathing. And feel that stretch. And now if you can slightly pull your right shoulder back so that you know you're doing a side stretch and not a half forward bend. And breathe. And inhale, slowly coming back to center. Reach up. And on the exhale, the other side, right hand on the left wrist. Inhale, lengthen that body again. And on the exhale, dropping to the right. And breathing. Sinking down. Long, slow, steady breathing. Deep and full. And move your hips slightly to your left to enhance that stretching on the side. Slightly pull your left shoulder back to ensure you're really doing a side bend. And breathe. Next inhale, coming right up. Reach up and exhale. So, next thing we do, we begin the Shatkriya. So, you can look at me first. I will inhale. And on the exhale, I will bend my knees, hands onto my knees, empty my lungs. When my lungs are empty, I will hold the breath and then pull the belly in and just keep pulling it and holding my breath until I cannot, like this. And then you release the belly. If you need to breathe, you have to release the belly first, because if you breathe while the belly is tucked in, it's going to hurt. So release the belly and then inhale, we come up. We do it 3 times. Ready? Okay, so emptying the lungs, inhale, full breathing, chest, rib cage, belly, and exhale. Release, exhale, bending the knees, putting the hands on the knees, emptying the lungs, holding the breath. Now pull the belly in. And release the belly. Inhale, coming back up. Alrighty. So that's round number 1. We do 2 more rounds. Emptying the lungs. Inhale slowly, deep and steady. Hold it for a few seconds. And exhale slowly, emptying the lungs, bending the knees. Holding the breath. And then tuck the belly in. release. Inhale slowly. How are you doing?
It's very hard to not breathe.
This is hard, yeah, initially, but then it becomes better. It becomes easier.
It's not working. Cannot stop the sweating.
That's good. If you're sweating, it means you're being challenged somehow. So we'll do the third round.
Wait for a few minutes. Try this.
Alrighty. Emptying the lungs. Now full inhale and hold. And slowly exhale, emptying the lungs. Holding the breath, tucking the belly in. And let it hold the breath. Okay, release the belly. Let's come up for air. Wonderful. All right. The next one, this is the second set. The second set is while holding the breath, we tuck the belly in, we release. We tuck the belly, we release. Tuck, release, while still holding the breath. It would look like this. So I'm still holding my breath. If I need to breathe, I have to release the belly first and then come up for air, inhaling. Alright, so we do 3 rounds of that. Empty your lungs. Inhale fully. Chest, rib cage, belly. Hold for 2 seconds. And slowly exhale, releasing the air, emptying the lungs, holding the breath, tuck and release the belly. Release. And inhale slowly. What we're doing right now, we're really cleansing the inside of our stomach, our digestive system. And maybe shortly after, you'll feel like you have to go. And that's good, because go to the washroom, I mean. But when you come home, not right now. It won't happen that immediately. How many meals do you have in one day?
You mean the water?
Meals, like
Meals?
breakfast, lunch, dinner, these are 3 meals.
Normally 2.
Just 2 meals?
Yeah.
But how many times do you go to poo in one day?
I think minimum 2.
Maybe 2 also. That's good. Yeah. But observe, if you're going more to the toilet now that we are doing this, if you do it every day, you will notice. And also observe what your poo looks like. It should change. Just note the differences. Alrighty? So second round of second set. Empty your lungs. Inhale fully. Hold. And exhale fully. Emptying the lungs. Holding the breath. Pull and release. Alright, so we inhale and release, getting a few recovery breaths.
I have some question. Because sometimes I cannot hold anymore.
Okay,
Then I will breathe first. If I breathe first, I cannot release here. So something
Okay. So what happens? Yeah, because you have to release the belly first before you breathe.
But I cannot control myself because I'm trying to hold, but something like that.
Okay. Then don't wait for me. Just hold it as long as you can. But if you need to breathe already, release the belly and then breathe on your own.
Because you are asking me, actually I'm trying to hold as long as I can.
Yeah.
But sometimes just the human nature or something like that. Suddenly, you see a few times already. I just suddenly send the air in, and then I have no time to release here. So is there any?
Wait, sorry, I don't understand. What happens?
It means like I want to hold longer.
Yeah.
But my body didn't.
Okay.
My body cannot do so. Sometimes I try to hold it, but it's suddenly like this.
Okay.
And when these things happen, I'm still keep my stomach power, and then I'm hurt.
Okay. If you feel that that will happen already, release the belly already, and then inhale. So don't hold it that long until it begins to hurt.
Okay.
All right? So I won't tell you when to let go. Do it on your own, and I will be the one following you.
Okay.
All right. So we've done 2 rounds of the second set. Now we do the third round. So inhale, empty your lungs, exhale, and inhale. Chest, rib cage, belly. Hold for 2 seconds, and slowly exhale. Emptying the lungs completely. Holding the breath. Tuck and release. Was that better? You releasing on your own?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, a few recovery breaths. So we will now do the third set, which will take 3 rounds again. So you can just watch me first. So the third round is, I think I showed you last time, I tuck it in, but then, oh, it's hungry. They come to me when they want to feed. So I tuck it in, but instead of releasing everything, I just push the middle part. Not yet, I'm busy. I'll give it food. Okay, hang on, hang on. Yeah. All right. So what happens is we now just isolate the contraction of the middle belly and let it stick out. How do we do this? We press on the knee, like pressing it like that, and at the same time pushing the front. So I'll show you. As you can see, it's just the middle part. Hang on. That's intense. So if you are not able to do this now, it's okay. Nobody ever did. It takes months of practice until the brain understands what you're making it try to do. So it's important also that when you are trying to let it stick out, you visualize that you're sticking it out, because by visualizing, you are also sending a very strong message to your brain what you want to happen. And when you do that, the faster that the brain will get it. And when the brain gets it, you'll be surprised. It just goes out there. Like, yeah, the brain is saying, okay, I got it this time. Alrighty? So, empty our lungs and inhale fully. Hold. Exhale fully. Emptying the lungs. Holding the breath. Tucking it in. And now pushing against your knees. And then tucking it in. And then pushing against the knees again. Alright? How was it?
I haven't get to that part, but
Yeah,
every
you
time I
don't
try
have
to
to.
use the power and it will lost control of the breathing. I'll try more.
Okay. I'm going to watch you this time.
Yeah.
Alright. Closer watch. Okay, so empty our lungs. Inhale on the chest. Rib cage. Belly. Hold. And exhale, release. Emptying the lungs. Tucking the belly in. And then pushing against your knees. And letting the middle part just come out. And then pull the belly again. And then let the middle muscle come out. And release. Come up for air. Recovery. Normal breathing. Are you okay?
I can feel a little bit part of this is using the power, but it seems pretty big area.
Very.
It seems I can feel the stretching here,
Uh-huh.
the pulling,
Yeah,
but it seems a big area.
a big area.
Yeah, I cannot feel the center of this just little
It's
part.
okay. It's okay.
But every time I try more, I cannot control myself.
It's okay. As long as you're trying your best.
Yeah.
Because again, nobody ever really got this right the first time. It took me months. Yeah. So you're actually doing good for a starter. All right. Let's do the last round. Empty your lungs. Inhale fully. Hold. And exhale fully. Empty the lungs, hold the breath, tuck, and release and come up. I like the movement. You're actually getting it. You're going to get this thing so much faster than most people. All right, wonderful. Now, we go to the last one, which is set B. Because we're not able to do the third one yet, it will be impossible to do the fourth. But we still have to make the attempts to do it. Because at this point, even if we cannot do it, the fact that we're doing it, we're sending specific instructions already to the brain. So it's very important that we visualize what we want to happen. It's almost like commanding it, even though it's not happening yet. So what happens is, we tuck the tummy in, we let the inside go out, and then we make it dance. So again, it takes a lot of concentration. You're almost like talking to your tummy, that this is how you want to make it turn. And again, nothing will happen for months. And then suddenly, boom, you just see it happen. Sometimes I can't get it even. Sometimes I can. I'll try first, so you can see. So for that to happen, sometimes there are many techniques. Sometimes you'll have to alternate the pushing on the knees. Sometimes you have to lift the heels up and down, or sometimes you actually have to roll your hips a little bit. It's up to you. You have to find your own way of doing it. Everybody has his own style and system of making it happen. Alrighty? So let's try this. Emptying the lungs. Inhale. Fully hold and exhale fully. Emptying the lungs. Holding the breath. Pull. Get the inside out and roll. You're doing it good. And now let's use the other direction. If you try to do it left going right, now we do it right going left. Emptying the lungs. Inhale fully. Hold and exhale fully. Emptying the lungs. Holding the breath, and we begin. And now we do the last round, and then we're done with this nauli. We call it nauli, which is a cleansing process, digestive cleansing process. Emptying the lungs. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Empty. Hold the breath and begin. You okay? Wonderful. Now let's sit down and let us do the breathing, the Wim Hof. So we do, I'm going to time it. We just do 1 minute of full breathing. On the last exhale, when we hear this, the alarm, we empty our lungs fully, straighten the back, hold the breath, and just remain completely relaxed. You can close your eyes and just feel all that sensation that you feel. Many sensations. You can feel a warping, tingling, pulsing, throbbing. It can be any sensation, but just look it up, and we will hold this for, in fact, I would like you to hold it as long as you can, and then if you have to breathe, then just make a full inhale, hold it, squeeze your butt cheeks, just your butt cheeks, and then just imagine that there is a pressure coming up your head, and then just stay there and be relaxed until you cannot hold it anymore, and then release. And then once you've released, maybe you can do that. Then I know you're done. Alrighty, so we begin. Empty the lungs and begin the inhaling. Full inhale, full exhale. This is continuous. We're not pausing. Making sure that your lungs are full when you inhale And your lungs are empty when you exhale. Last exhale. Empty your lungs. Hold the breath and just remain completely relaxed, observing whatever sensation that is happening. Just be relaxed. Relax your chest. Relax your belly. Relax your face. And breathe. If you need to breathe, just make a full inhale and hold it. And slightly squeeze your butt cheeks and visualize the pressure going up into your head, and maintain that pressure while holding the breath for as long as you can. Alrighty, that's good. And now we begin our second round. Emptying the lungs, we begin breathing. Last exhale. Empty your lungs. Hold the breath. Remain completely relaxed. Relax the forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest. Relax your arms. Hold that breath on the inhale. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Put the pressure on top of the head. And keep that pressure there. exhale, normal breathing, recovery breathing. And now we do the last round of our breathing, emptying the lungs. Let us begin. Full inhalation, full exhalation. Last exhale. Empty your lungs, holding the breath, remaining completely relaxed. Full inhalation, holding the breath, squeezing the butt cheeks. You held it for more than a minute. That's good. That's very good. Recovery breathing. How are you? Good. You're doing good. Alright, let's begin to stand up. And we'll do some stretching. Now we have so much energy inside us, we can do anything. Alright. For now, let's just stand on, let's just shake the leg. And let's just do 1 minute of just limbering. You can do some kind of shadow boxing, floating like a bee, like a butterfly, feeling your lightness of being. Shaking your arms, loosening up your legs, shrugging your shoulders, loosening up, breathing, not compromising the breath, and also very mindful of what we are doing. So from here, let's go into, this is for you, not for drinking. This is our weights. Alright, so I'll show you what we'll do. We will just inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale here. But this time, from here, we hold this onto our right. We hold the other hand behind the head and almost like touching our ear. Okay, so from here, inhale, lengthen, and drop to your right side. Breathe. So this little weight will actually enhance our flexibility because it's not just our body weight, we're carrying about 2 liters of water here. And see if you can slightly pull your left shoulder back so that we're doing a side stretch. And flare your hips towards the left as you sink down. And breathe. Long, full breathing. Maximizing the air in your lungs as you empty it after. Now slowly inhale, coming back up very slowly. Push against your right foot. And release. Other side. Hand goes back. Inhale, lengthen. Lengthen that body, top of the head towards the sky. And on the exhale, drop towards the left. And see if you can point that right elbow up as you pull your right shoulder slightly to the back. And you move your hips slightly to your right. And breathe. And see how low you can take this jar closer to the mat until you feel your safety edge. With this, we become more flexible, but also we are adding strength to the muscles supporting our spine. We're building up spinal mobility. And on the next inhale, slightly come up, pushing against the left foot. As we come up and exhale. This time, we can hold it like this. And from here, inhale, lengthen, top of the head towards the sky. And on the exhale, with a flat back, coming down into a half forward bend. Just a half forward bend, so that your back is flat and it's level. It's almost like an ironing board, so that somebody can iron his shirt on top of your back. Stay there. I want to see your back. All right. Wonderful. It's flat. It's wonderful. See if you can lower down your shoulders a bit to make your flat a little more level. And from here, see if you can come down into a full forward bend, but keep your legs slightly more together. You might have to bend your elbow, but making sure that you're carrying the weight of this jar to help you come closer to the ground with your forward bend. And breathe. And see if you can slightly straighten your leg instead of keeping it bent, so that you also stretch your hamstring and you stretch your glutes. Yeah, see if you can straighten the leg. Cannot? Okay, so if that's as far as it goes, then that's good. Find your safety edge and stay there. And breathe. And breathe. And then without the jar touching the floor, see if you can straighten your arm while rounding your back. So the back is round, and then let it bob a bit. Let it bob a bit. That's good. you never do this kind of workout on a heavy load. But for something this light, it's actually very good because it provides elasticity on the muscles supporting the vertebra. And then inhale, slowly bobbing up. As you actually come up, you're bobbing so that we are actually carrying a weight on the full range of motion on our forward bend as we come up. And when we are upright, inhale, lifting the crown of the head up, and exhale, release. Okay, next one, we do it this way. I'll go sideways so that you can see me. Inhale, lengthen. Don't exhale. With the air inside your lungs, come down slowly on a back bend. And then start breathing. Breathe. Breathe long. Breathe steady. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. And let the weight of this 2-liter water jar add a little more flexibility and activate a little more of the muscles supporting your spine on a back bend as you breathe. Breathing deep. And see if you can push your pelvis forward to enhance that back bend. See if you can lift your chest high as you pull your shoulders back while pushing your pelvis forward. And breathe. Next, exhale very carefully, slowly. Straighten your neck, straighten your body, coming up. And then as a counter pose, let's just move the weight in front of us, forward. I'll do sideways so that you can see me. And then with a flat back, come up, come down into a half forward bend. And inhale, coming back up with a straight back. Exhale, coming down, lowering the shoulder so that the back is parallel to the ground. And inhale up. And exhale, coming down, focusing on the breath, being aware on everything that we are doing. So as you come down, you want to put the jar as far forward as possible. And you feel that stretching and that muscle straightening on the lower back. And inhale as you come up. And release. That takes care of that. That's a nice one. So by that, we're doing flexibility and muscle building, strength on the muscles. All right? So, let's do a few more. Let's do the surya namaskar, which is what we've done the last time. So, let's see here. Standing on mountain pose, we will do exactly what we did the last time. When we reach that point, we will add some more. Empty the lungs. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale into a forward bend with a flat back, reaching far forward where the fingers are pointed with straight legs. Now inhale, slowly coming back halfway up, looking forward. And hands on the mat, bending the knees, stepping back into high plank or like a push-up pose. So lower down your pelvis because it's too high. It's not like this. It should be almost flat. There we go. Now, knees down, bending the elbows towards the back. Chest down, knees touching the mat. And from here, we straighten the body. So the top of the feet against the mat. Now inhale, push. against your mat, to lift your shoulders, to lift your chest. Breathe. Feel the stretching on the back, the middle back, the upper back. Breathe deep. Breathe to where you feel that stretch. And on the exhale, slowly release, come down, tuck your toes in, and lift your shoulders, lift your pelvis, lift it high. You're now a triangle, like an inverted triangle, and then push your pelvis to the back, getting your heels down towards the mat. Get this touching the mat if you can, so that you feel the stretch here. And you want your shoulder towards your ankle, so that it's a straight line from your wrist all the way to your hips. Straight line. Breathe. See if you can widen your fingers to give yourself a broader base. So the fingers are wider. Yeah? Wider, wider, wider. Okay? Breathe. Last exhale, looking forward. With bent knees on the balls of the feet, looking forward where you want to land. And step forward so that the toes are aligned with the fingers. Inhale with a flat back, looking halfway forward. Exhale down into a forward bend. And with a flat back again. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, up till they touch. Hold that breath, do a back bend. Come back up. And exhale into a half forward bend. And let us breathe here. See if you can flatten that back. And exhale into a forward bend. Breathe here. And feel the stretching behind the legs. Feel the stretching on your calves, behind the knee, on your hamstrings. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, stepping back again into high plank. Lowering down, knees first, bending the elbow, and then the chest, and then the chin. And from here, straighten the body, top of the feet on the mat, and see if you can get your elbow below your shoulder. Elbow below your shoulder. And then lift the chest up. Open up the chest, lift your sternum up. And now you're like the Egyptian Sphinx. Breathe. Breathe. And I'd like you to feel the stretching on your sternum that extends all the way to your belly. Breathe. Last exhale, slowly release. And this time extend your fingers slightly forward. And then on the next, get your chin to the mat. And on the next inhale, lifting the chin, lifting the shoulders, lifting the chest, straightening the arms, curving the back, and feeling that stretching on the middle back, the upper back, the lower back. Breathe to where you feel that stretch. Mental focus where you feel those sensations. And exhale, slowly release, letting the body come down. And now the palms go below our shoulders. Your toes are tucked in. And we lift the body, we lift the pelvis, we lift it high, we push it to the back for downward dog. Breathing. See if you can get the shoulders again closer to your ankles, and we straighten this so that one straight line. Wonderful. And breathe. So see if you can lift this thing a little higher, and I pull it back, getting the heels closer to your mat as you breathe. Last exhale, looking forward. Bend the knees on the balls of the feet and step to the front of the mat, aligned with your fingers. Now inhale, straighten the legs, straight arms, looking forward, halfway up, looking forward like this, and exhale into a forward bend with a flat back. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, 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 till they touch. Hold the breath. Do a back bend. Come back up again. Reach up and release. Exhale back into mountain pose. So that is Surya, Namaskar A, or Sun Salutation A. Now we do Sun Salutation B. So from here, inhale here. On the exhale, bend the knees, fingers are pointed down as we come down slowly with a flat back. And when the fingers touch the mat, there we go. Inhale, sweeping the arms up for chair. We breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, straightening the legs, going into a forward bend. Inhale, halfway up again, looking forward, and stepping back into high plank. Lowering down the knees, bending the elbows, the chest touching the mat, the chin touching. And from here, straighten the body, and slowly as you inhale, lift the chin, lifting the shoulders up, pushing against the mat for baby cobra. Just baby cobra. See if you can get this part just pressed against the mat. So it's only your back that's actually lifting up. So this is one thing. This is a different thing. So this is baby cobra. Let's just do baby cobra. So you're pressing this part of the body against the mat as you lift the back, pushing against it using your palms with bent elbows and shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. And exhale. Slowly release, coming down. Tucking in your toes, lifting the body up, lifting the pelvis up, pushing it back. Downward dog. And stay here. And from here, we turn the left heel slightly in, stepping forward with our right foot. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, straightening the leg. And then exhaling, bending the right knee forward, sinking your pelvis down, shoulders facing the front, lifting the arms up and pulling the arms towards the back. Pulling the shoulders towards the back. Feel that back bend. Breathe to where you feel the back bend. Next, inhale, straightening the leg, the front leg. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And exhale, hands on the mat, stepping back into high plank. As we come down with the knees, the chest, the chin, straightening the body. And this time, elbows underneath the shoulders again. Inhale for Sphinx. Breathe. See if you can lightly lift the chin up, just very lightly. so you're not tilted back, and breathe. When you breathe, feel the chest opening up. Feel the air coming in to your chest. Feel yourself getting younger because you're developing spinal mobility as we do this. And on the exhale, slowly releasing the body, coming down, hands underneath the shoulder, lifting the body up, lifting the pelvis up, pushing it to the back for downward dog. Breathe. Now, the right leg goes in, the left heel of the right leg goes in. So from here, the heel goes in, the left foot goes forward. Inhale, sweeping the arms up with straight legs. On the exhale, bending the left knee forward, lowering your pelvis. Breathe. Make sure that your shoulders are facing the front, that your right leg is straight, and that your left knee is just right above the ankle here. Lift the hands up and pull it to the back. Pull the shoulders back. Feel the back bend. And exhale, release. Hands down on the mat. Stepping back. High plank. Knees down. Chest down. Knees down. Straighten the body. And from here, see if we can do the upward dog. So we are now lifting the chest, pushing against, and then we even lift the pelvis up. So nothing touches the ground but our palms and the top of the feet. And then sink your pelvis down as you open up the chest so that you feel the arching of the back. Breathe. Now tuck your toes in. And on the exhale, lift the pelvis, push it back again for downward dog. Breathing. Breathing long and deep and steady. Last exhale, looking forward. Step, or you can jump to the front of the mat. Choose. And from here, inhale halfway up. Exhale into a forward bend, bending the knees. Now inhale, sweeping the arms up. The knees are still bent, so we're now doing chair or Utkatasana for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back up. Reach up and exhale. Release. All right. How are you doing? You're sweating.
Can I clean?
Good set. So now we recover by breathing.
Can I
Breathe
clean?
one more time.
Clean for what?
Sure, sure. Yeah, towel break, water break. But you're doing great. I see that you're really giving it your best. That's wonderful. You cannot go wrong if that is your attitude. All right. Great. All right. So the first breathing we did was the Wim Hof. Now we do a different one. We call it the bellows or the breath of fire. It's also rapid breathing for fast recovery. So the difference is with the Wim Hof, the entire lung system, chest, rib cage, belly, we're inflating with air. This time, only the chest. So Once the chest is full, we push it out. Forceful inhalation, forceful exhalation, but only on the chest. It would look something like this. Very limited, only on the chest. And then, when it alarms again, we empty the lungs, we hold until we cannot, and then we inhale again, squeeze until we cannot, but I will follow you this time. Just hold it as long as you can, so when we are done, we resume our asana. So this is just, instead of a rest, we do the breathing, because it's more powerful that way. In fact, you will notice.
It's the same, right? Just use the chest, the other part.
Just the chest. There is a big difference. So, inflate the whole lungs right now. Chest, rib cage, belly. That's Wim Hof. And exhale.
Yeah, I know. I mean, after only using the chest to breathe and then just inhale, and then just
Last
hold
exhale,
last
it would be the
exhale.
same. Last exhale, hold the breath, relax. Yeah. On your own, and then if you cannot hold it, inhale again, squeeze the butt cheeks, relax, hold it, keep the pressure, and then I will follow you. Alrighty. So, emptying the lungs, we begin. Last exhale. Empty your lungs. Hold the breath. Relax. On the inhale, hold the breath. Squeeze the butt cheeks. Build the pressure inside your head. You have this for about a minute. All right. So, now, let's resume our asanas. Let's stand up. So this time we do standing balancing. So from here, on mountain pose, try to find balance first. Bend the knees, stay low, and then push against the mat as you come up. Feel that grounding, feel that connection. Press the heels, press the edge of the feet and the balls of the feet on your mat. Straighten your legs. Tuck your tailbone in. Engaging the belly. Sternum is lifting up. Chest is open. The shoulders are relaxed, so you can shrug the shoulders up, move it towards the back, and let it relax. Crown of the head lifting up, allowing to add a few more millimeters onto your height. Breathe. So from here, see if you can get the left knee forward. And just find balance first, before we do anything. Actually, it's better if we are not on the mat. It helps us to balance more. Left knee. Find balance. And then see if you can get the foot on the upper inner thigh. If not, you can just do it here. But not on the knee, not here. Either here or here. Okay? And just find balance before we do anything. This is not straight, this is not level. Okay? And you can open your arms to help you balance. And breathe. Or better yet, why don't we just put the foot here? Put the foot here. There we go. Find balance. Breathe. Balance is something that's the easiest to learn. Initially, even if you find it hard, a few exercises on balancing and you can really nail down your balance. And now slowly, take your palms together, put it by your heart center. And observe your breathing as you struggle with the balance. Observe your mental concentration as you are struggling with the balance. See how it affects you. So this is a balancing challenge, but it's also the way to observe the habit pattern of the mind when it is challenged. See how the breathing is affected when you struggle with the balance. Breathe. To help you balance, it helps to open your eyes and look at one spot on the ground that does not move. One spot on the ground that's almost like maybe just 10 feet away from you. It will also help if you bend your standing leg a little, and then on the inhale, you push against the ground as you come up. And you breathe. And slowly release. Shake the leg. So let's do the other leg for another minute. So, this time, right knee comes forward. Finding balance. Breathe, observe your breathing. Observe your mental focus. And then slowly, see if you can get the leg just above your ankle and below the knee. And even widen your arms. Find that equilibrium. Look at that one spot on the floor that does not move. Slowly, taking our hands together, Anjali Mudra, placing it by our heart center. Breathe. And observe your breathing, especially when you are struggling with your balance. Observe how it affects the stillness of your mind. And slowly release. Another exercise, standing. We lift the front knee again, finding balance, finding composure, and then the left arm goes inside and the two fingers grab the big toe. There we go. Find balance, keep your back straight, breathe, look at that spot on the floor that does not move. Just find balance. Not so much like this. See if you can actually get your knee towards the center. And then from here, get your right hand just on your hips. Breathe. On the next inhalation, extend the foot forward. It's okay if it's not fully straight, as long as it's extended forward. Breathe. And keep the back straight. Breathe. Finding balance. Coming to terms with the breath when you are challenged with the balance. And then release the leg, but keep the leg up high. Don't lean back, don't lean forward. Just lift the leg up. And slowly come down, shake that leg. Alright, now we do the right. Standing in mountain pose. Lifting the right knee this time. Finding balance. Finding composure. Breathing long, deep, and steady. And now, right arm on the inside. Grabbing the right big toe. Keeping the back straight. Breathe. It's very hard when your eyes are closed. That's the hardest. That's advanced. See if you can open your eyes and look at one spot on the ground that does not move. And then, next inhale, see if you can extend the right foot forward. Breathing. Find the balance of the mind, remain centered, even though you're having a hard time with the balance. Now, let go of the leg, keep it there. Feel the increasing difficulty of keeping it up, but breathe. Awareness on the leg, and let go, and let go. Okay? Alright, next one. More leg balances. Just to show you, when you become more comfortable with this pose, the complete pose with that is, first you do this, which is what we call the tree pose, and then without putting and then from here, you widen towards the right, you look towards the left, you go forward again, you leave it there, kick back. Now this is Warrior 3. So these are the variations. We will progress into that as you become more proficient. So for now, let's grab the left foot, and you can use both hands if you can, and pull so that you feel the stretching on the quads and the thigh. This is a balancing pose, but it's also a stretching pose. So we stay here until we find balance, until it feels comfortable. And then, from here, we bend forward with a flat back. And we breathe, keeping the back flat and keeping it level. And see if you can also lift the knee up. And slowly come back up and release and shake that leg. So now we do the right side. We grab onto the top of the foot, the right foot, with our right hand, finding balance here, getting the left hand, supporting the right hand. Now I'd like you to pull so that you feel that stretching on the right thigh. Breathe. Finding balance as you are stretching your quads. See if you can do this, because if you are struggling, it's okay, we all struggle. But see if you can still remain calm while you're struggling. So instead of, you're actually just observing, so you're not reacting. There's no, just, and that's one of the challenges why we are doing this. To find equanimity, balance, and centeredness in the face of failure, in the face of something we cannot do. Ready? And from here, see if you can actually bend from the hips, coming down into a half forward bend, while getting the right knee, pulling it to the back and lifting it up. Breathe. And release. I know it's frustrating, but we all start there. Again, I would like to show you the full pose. It goes like this. It goes like that. And then you let go with one hand. And then you start trying to straighten that leg, but you cannot straighten it because you're holding onto it. So it's almost like you're pulling a bow, because the leg wants to come up, it wants to straighten, and you're lifting the knee, you're lifting the foot up while your back is leveled. And that's it. This would be the perfect pose, the final pose. So we will be working towards that as we come up with it. Alrighty? So now, shake that leg, shake that leg. Alright. One more standing pose. See if you can do this. Okay, lifting the left knee up and then pulling it this way. Putting the heel towards the groin. Putting the knee down. You can hold on to it, or you can hold on to it from behind. And then straighten that back, inhale. And on the exhale, see if you can do a half forward bend while this knee is bent. Half forward bend, and from here, continue going into a full forward bend. Balancing all the way. And then on the next inhale, slowly coming back up. Are you cramping? Is it cramping? Like the muscles are hurting?
Yeah.
Okay, let's not push it.
Here.
Okay, but let's just try the other one because we have to balance. Alrighty? So, let's work on the other leg. Right leg coming up. So, we put it here by the groin. And then we put the knee pointing down, keeping the back straight. Finding balance here. And on the exhale, with a flat back, coming down into a half forward bend. So you're actually pulling your hips back as you are lowering down your shoulder. Stabilize on half forward bend. And on the next exhale, come into a full forward bend. So it's hard, and at some point you would be holding your ankle and exercising that full forward bend. Inhale coming up, and then let's shake first. Let's do one round of high intensity interval training. We do this. Okay? And go. Breathe. Breathe. When we do this, we burn calories. We lose weight, we strengthen the heart, we increase our endurance, we increase our stamina. And this is what the big body builders hate to do. They don't have cardio. That's why you look at the big body builders, they're dead at 40. I'm not kidding, you can look it up. And release. Let us sit down and resume our breathing. Okay. It's already 6:30. Let's do one last breathing before we go into a meditation. So, the next breath is called skull shining or kapalabhati. So, the Wim Hof is full lungs. But the Bastrika, the one that we did, the breath of fire, hang on. The breath of fire was just the chest. Forceful in, forceful out. Now this time, it's just the belly. No chest, no rib cage. And we don't forcefully inhale, no. We only forcefully exhale. It's kind of like a sneeze. When you sneeze, it's ching, ching. So it would look something like this. You use muscle contraction to push the air out. And then don't think about inhaling. It will happen naturally. Let it happen naturally. But when you have enough air inside your belly, push it again. So you don't have to do it very fast. For now, we can just do it mildly. Like, all right? You want to try it before we... You got it. All right, just 1 minute. Empty your lungs, half inhale, and we begin. If it's painful, you have to stop. Otherwise, continue. Last exhale, empty your lungs. Hold the breath. Remain completely relaxed, like the last time. Up to you when you want to breathe in, but when you breathe in, hold the breath again, while maintaining pressure inside your head. Fully inhale and hold it. Squeeze the butt cheeks, pressure on the head, and hold. Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, just how, I don't know, after this kind of breath, it's very hard to hold.
Yeah, it's good, but you're holding as long as you can. That's a very good thing. Alright, so from here, lie down. We begin our Savasana. Lie down flat on your back. Close your eyes. I'm going to close the lights. Relax the body. Relax your arms. Relax your legs. Relax your head. Try to observe some of your body parts and just see how they are doing. Feel connected to your fingers, to your toes, remaining focused on everything that happens inside the mat. no more yogic breathing, but observe your breath. Observe the habit pattern of your breathing. Now slowly bring your attention back into the room. Heighten your senses onto what you hear, what you smell, what you feel. Start moving your fingers and your toes. Move your wrist, move your ankle. Give yourself a nice stretch, like you're waking first thing in the morning. And then see if you can bend your knees close to your chest and hug your legs and rock gently from side to side, giving your back a nice, welcoming massage for a job well done. And you can move your body front and back to find yourself into a seated position. And let's find ourselves into a nice, comfortable seated pose. Let's close our eyes, hands together by our heart center. And let us just give thanks for all the beautiful things that we have. Being grateful to the people who look after our well-being, being grateful to the Thai people for allowing us to stay in their beautiful country. Let us just be immersed in gratitude. And slowly we open our eyes and welcome a new day. Namaste. Yoga is ended. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So what we did about the water, if you can do this thing, when in the morning before you do anything else,
Yeah.
do that. So maybe it'll take you 15 minutes. But it's powerful. I'm telling you, it's powerful.
You mean after drinking the water and do something like that?
Yeah, the churning. Yeah.
I try, but I actually for just now I know how to do because I just try myself. It's totally not the same thing.
I will give you a link to a video that I did, and it should give you an idea.
Yeah.
So at least you can, or I can give you a copy of this if it comes out clear,
Yeah.
and you can peruse it.
Thank you.
So let me